guys, welcome to another Friday. It's another review day, and today I got for you the Arteza watercolors as I promised in my blog. And I got it, I think it was Monday. At least I got it from my PO box on Monday. I don't know exactly if I got it Saturday or if I got it Monday. So I ordered it from their website, arteza.com. However, it came on an Amazon packaging, so they probably use Amazon for shipping. So I guess it was pretty quick. It was a week ago when I ordered it, and I got it like 3 days after or 4 days after. So that's not too bad because it was free shipping, so I'm happy with it. I peeled out my address and stuff. So now we're gonna open it. I haven't looked at it yet. I was waiting for you guys to be with me. And let's see. Okay, here it is. I got the 12 watercolor premium they have. They also have products for children and things like that. So I got the premium ones for artists, for professionals. And let's see which colors we have here. When I ordered, I didn't look at which colors I had or anything. So it looks that it comes with titanium white, lemon yellow, yellow ochre, scarlet red, burnt sienna, crimson red, sap green, light green, cerulean blue, ultramarine blue, burnt umber, and noir, which is the black. And I read on their website that they're non-toxic paints. So let's open it and see what's inside. Okay, the packaging inside is cardboard, and the white part is cardboard, and this is just a really thin plastic, not really for storage. It's just packaging. And but for $12, you know, I wasn't expecting nice packaging. Seems like the material of the actual paints are kind of plastic, kind of the same as most watercolors. It feels the same as my Winsor & Newton material. So if you have Winsor & Newton, then it's kind of the same material. Yep, it's the same. And how many fluid ounces we have in here? 0.4 fluid ounces on each one. And it says, guarantee if your product does not perform properly, please contact us. Returns at arteza.com for replacement. So I guess if your product comes damaged and stuff, they will give you a replacement. It doesn't say if it's at no cost, probably shipping cost. They don't come sealed inside, they're open, in case you're wondering about that. Let's go ahead and swatch. Okay guys, now I'm back and we're gonna swatch these colors. I made this little sheet so we can swatch it, and we're gonna start with the yellow, with the lemon yellow. Okay, so far what do I think? The paint seems to be a little opaque. Let's go with the yellow ochre. And yeah, definitely this yellow ochre, you can really tell how opaque it is. Now the good thing about it being opaque is it's gonna go a long way. You know, with my Winston and Newton, I find those also a little bit opaque compared to the ones I had before. So I don't think that is necessarily a bad thing, depending on your style. It works for my style, so I have no complaints about that. The colors are vibrant. I don't see... Actually, this scarlet red looks gorgeous. It's very vibrant. I don't see any specks on the paint. Sometimes you can see the kind of the pigment, and I don't see that on these. I'm really impressed with the price point and the quality of the paint. The only thing I have to say about the scarlet red is it is scarlet red. It looks beautiful, but then when you look outside on the label, it looks kind of orange. It doesn't match the color, so I don't think that's a big deal. Who looks at the outside of the paints? You want the inside of the paints. But I just wanted to point that out. And now I'm gonna swatch the burnt sienna. And this is a color a lot of people use. I only use the primary colors, so I don't really use it too much. But I've seen a lot of artists and they love this color for skin tones, to mix it with other colors and make skin tones. So very vibrant. I only took a little bit of it, and look how dark and beautiful that is. We'll see how they dry, but so far so good. Now we're gonna try the Chrism red. Let's see how this one comes out. For primary colors, I love Chrism red. I think it gives me kind of the color range I like. And look at it. It's very vibrant. The scarlet red is starting to dry, and it dries very evenly, and I really like that. I'm actually at this point I'm feeling like I like it more than my Winston and Newton. So we'll see how it keeps going. Maybe we'll do a painting and then I'll judge it from that. Let's try the sap green. And the technique I'm using right now is wet on dry, and this is my main technique. This is the most I use, so that's why I'm doing it. But I know a lot of you use wet on wet, so let's try the light green on wet. So let's see how wet on wet works. Okay, what I notice right now is the pin is not moving much. So when I put it down, it doesn't really drain into each other, which, I mean, it does, but it doesn't too much compared to like Winston & Newton and other brands out there. So that might be something some of you might not like, so keep that in mind. Now let's do wet, dry on wet. For the cerulean green, cerulean blue. So I'm just using the straight paint into the wet area, not moving much. You can see there is not moving much at all. You have to kind of push it to move, and here is very wet, so it moves a little bit, but you have to work with it. I think it works great for the kind of technique I use, which is wet on dry, so it works for me. Now let's do the ultramarine blue, and I'm gonna make a comparison between the ultramarine blue and the from Arteza and from Winsor & Newton, because I have the same color, so we can see what's the difference between both of them. Okay, so as far as the color, I don't see much difference. It's exactly the same color. The texture of the paint seems to be the same. We'll see how it dries. I think the difference will be when it dries. I think Winsor & Newton will be more patchy than the Arteza, so we'll wait on that. And now let's go to the burnt umber. Okay, that's the burnt umber. And then we'll try the black one. So far I like the texture of them. Let's try the white, titanium white. See how, you know, it's difficult. Let's put it over the black lines to see. It kind of covers. I don't use white watercolor too much because it really doesn't do much. The only time I use it is to make pastels, to mix it with other colors. I kind of make pastels, and I don't use pastels much at all either, so I don't use it too much, but a lot of you might use it for layering. So let's see how it layers over the scarlet red. Wow, it does layer pretty good, as you can see. Not bad. And we can see the lifting here too. It lifts a little bit, so it mixed with the red a little bit, not as much as I thought it was gonna do, so that's not bad. And talking about lifting, let's try lifting the burnt sienna and see how that works. Lifting, some people use it to correct, of course, if you did something wrong, you want to correct it. Some people use it as a technique in their own style, so I bet you guys want to see how that lifts, so let's try it out. Well, so far what I see is a little hard to lift. You can still see the color there. It wasn't very easy to lift, but it did lift. So I think it lifted pretty nicely too. It kind of created a gradual lift, which sometimes that doesn't happen, so I like that. That might be useful. And the ultramarine compared to the Winsor & Newton, it's the same color. Let's do lifting on the Winsor & Newton so you guys can see how that lifts compared to the Arteza. And as you can see, Winsor & Newton just lifts pretty easy. It lifts like almost the whole color out. So for those that need that, this Arteza option might not be an option because it doesn't lift very nicely like the Winsor & Newton. So if that's something you're looking for, you might not like that. However, the Arteza ones, for those that use it by layering each color and you kind of want to see each layer, so I think that will work for you. Okay, so I went over with the black here, on the black here with the sap green and also with the yellow ochre, and you can see the color over the black. So if that's something you like or something you don't like, that's your decision. It depends on your style, but I just thought you would like to know that. And let's get to making a painting with them and see how that goes. Okay guys, here we go. We're gonna start a painting with them and see how it works out. I picked a bird to see, because they're very colorful, and I figure we could use a lot of the colors and see how they all look. So right now I'm using the scarlet red. This is the crimson red. This one is the ultramarine. Using it for the little feathers down here. Doing this on purpose, touching the wet ultramarine to see how it spreads on the other color, and it doesn't really spread much, so that might be something some of you don't like. To be honest, I don't know if I like it or not. I know a lot of you that make kind of like landscapes and sunrises and stuff like that would like it to blend in when you touch it, so maybe not the greatest for landscapes and things like that. Let's blend this color and make a new color to see how that goes. I'm using the light green and I'm gonna blend it with the lemon yellow to make kind of like a more vibrant green, and see how it blends together. This came out really vibrant. Look at that, it's almost like a neon green. I'm happy with that. Again, trying to make it run that color, but it just doesn't move. You put it there and it stays there. Now I'm gonna use the cerulean blue. Make some more feathers over here. Okay, let's see how these two blend. It moved in a little bit, not too much. moves really slow into the color, into the other color. So let's see if I drag it, what happens. That's different. So if you use your brush to move it around, you have a lot of control on that. Look at that. So it will be beautiful to make some like flowers, because you have a lot of control on how the paint moves. So here I mix that I had with the cerulean blue and the yellow blue, and I added some more of the yellow blue. Oh no, actually that mix was the light green with the yellow, lemon yellow, and then I added some of the cerulean blue, and I got this beautiful, almost like aqua color. Like it. What I like of these paints is you have a lot of control. You have very, very vibrant colors. I'm impressed of how vibrant they are. The only thing I don't like on my style of paint is that I can't lift it too much. So let's go for the yellow ochre and see how that comes out. This is gonna be a very colorful bird. Now I touched the blue and I thought it wasn't gonna spread too much, but it did. I'm gonna make a pink, and this is the only few times I actually use white. Okay, here I'm layering on the already dry, and it layers pretty good. You can see both colors. To that yellow and to the top of the head in yellow. I don't know what kind of bird this is, but I'm not making up these colors. It's this colorful. So I'm gonna look it up and let you know before the end of this video what kind of bird it is. I just Google an image just to make something quick for you guys. And I just picked like the most colorful one, just so that we can test all the colors. what I'm reading here as I look at the picture is this bird is from Africa. I really like how bright these colors are. The color is really bright. Okay, now I'm gonna let it dry and then I'm gonna do some more stuff after that on it. I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, now that it's mostly dry, I'm gonna go ahead and work on some details, and while I waited for it to dry, I was doing some research over, and this is a rainbow bird from South Africa, and it seems to be, it's called the most photographed bird, and you know, obviously because of all these beautiful colors it has. So I thought that was really cool. I just picked the most colorful one just to show you all the colors, so I guess I picked the right one. Okay, let's work on his little eye. Now back to the paint. It dried pretty opaque, almost too opaque. When I look at it and I bend the paper, I feel like it's gonna crack. It didn't crack, but that's how it feels because it's that opaque. So if that's not something you're looking for, then you might want to think about it. I'm gonna make some more of that kind of turquoise color to make some shadows here on his feathers. I'm gonna pick straight ultramarine, not straight, I mean the brush is wet, so okay guys, so now I'm gonna time-lapse this and then I'll talk to you after it's done and give you my final review over it. Okay guys, so what do I think? I think at the end of the day, this paint is really good. It surprised me for the price. the variety of colors that it comes with. For those of you that use a lot of colors, I think it will be useful and you can get a lot of colors out of them. I think it will go a long ways because it has it's really opaque, so when you add the water you don't use as much to get a vibrant color. And as you can see here, I made my little bird and it came out really cute. The colors are pretty vibrant. I'm trying to give you the best view of it, but in person they look a lot more vibrant than what you can see right there. Okay guys, I also wanted to mention that when it dried on the plate it was cracking, so that might be something you guys want to know. Also, it doesn't peel easily out of the plate, so that might be something you guys want or not. And then I also want to mention, I kind of call this like a mixture between wash and watercolor, just because it's so opaque it kind of looks like wash. And I want to say thank you, and I'll see you next time.